people were trying, let's build a website in Lovable. I mean, great, but if you pay $50 per click, you better have a good website. And in most cases, if other people are already there, either they're stupid and they spend money for nothing, or they're making business.
Most people don't spend money for nothing in the end.
But the biggest shift here is with the help of AI, now people start capturing signals that they can use.
Hello everyone, I'm Aleks, the co-founder and CTO of Codelevate, and today I'm joined by Andrey, who is the founder of two agencies, Creative Corner and Brain Donors. Andrey, before we start, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello guys, my name is Andrey. I'm a marketing guy since 12 years, let's say. I've been through multiple industries, but in the last couple of years, we're really specializing into B2B companies and B2B SaaS specifically. Both of our agencies are complementing each other because Brain Donors is specializing on the marketing side and on the growth. And Creative Corner is specialized into webflow development, which is fulfilling that growth. Most of our clients are international companies in EMEA and in the US markets.
The first topic that I want to speak about is the post-hype market. So why the aggressive growth at all costs models for the 2024-2025 has been replaced by so-called the efficiency era?
Just like everything else, when the market becomes way too saturated, just like in real estate, in dot-com bubble, everything that become overly inflated and the investors doesn't see ROI, there's always a market correction. So SaaS marketing is no coincidence, is no exception on that. So when you see so many aggressive investments, those investors want returns sooner or later. Okay, this might be not in the first year, not in the second, but when they stop seeing results and the reports keeps coming up, then somebody needs to put the brake on those aggressive investments. So I would say we are now in a phase where, okay, AI trend is still there. So I won't gonna lie, if you're not implementing or try to implement some form of AI in your SaaS, investors are not looking at you as a very sexy company, but they're still a little bit reserved on the functionality behind that, because AI is just the buzzword where everybody just starts jumping on that buzzword, but you still need to have some solution or some problem that you're solving. And that's why efficiency, and it's always the key that if you're efficient, investors are willing to invest in you so that you continue that growth that you've generated.
So for a SaaS founder, it's important question to think why the SaaS marketing is different in 2026 or was different.
So first, SaaS marketing is the same.
Okay.
The only thing that came is AI. How AI affected this, the marketing in general, and maybe I want to reverse a little bit before I tell you the change. If I'm a SaaS founder, what are the channels or how typically SaaS company do marketing? First, I want to differentiate and use some terminology, sorry about that, because SaaS companies are divided into two categories. One is PLG, which is product-led growth, which means that you're developing the product so that the customer can self-serve themselves. Usually those kind of SaaS companies are a little bit low price tiers. You're not charging them that much per month, or you charge them per user per month, and different models. And then you have a SLG, which is sales-led growth. Usually those are SaaS models that you need to speak to salesperson in order to get a quote and activate this. There's also SaaS company that has a mixed model where you have a product-led growth SaaS, and then if you are enterprise or you want to get a higher bucket or tier, you speak with the sales, so you're a mixed model. And those are the companies that usually has a lot of success, I would say. So when we think about the marketing, I always have one playbook that I explain to the customers. What are the typical channels that SaaS companies generate business? So I'm going to divide them by 4 main categories, or maybe 5. Let's see the 5th if we're going to open them. One is inbound. What inbound means is any activities that you do in order to help customers find you. That's usually paid search, organic, which is AI visibility and SEO, which is AEO and SEO. You have LinkedIn, you have Reddit, Twitter, anything that you do in order to generate Some people call it demand generation. So you do activities to generate demand for your service. Second big category is outbound. So this is something that you proactively do to find customers. Outbound is divided by several categories. You do outbound by phone, which most of the time people hate, outbound by email, and outbound by LinkedIn. And also you generate responses, right? Also, when you generate responses or leads, how we call them, or free trials, then you try to convert them. The third big category is how we call it events. On events, you have also several options. You can visit events, you can organize events, you can do webinars, which is form of online events. So events is a big category. And the fourth is partnership. You will be surprised how many companies are growing only because of partnerships. Partnerships, I always try to use the word distributors.
Is partnership the same as referral or not?
No, this is just to give an example. HubSpot, Salesforce, SAP, and all other big tech companies, they have a partner program where they develop. That's why I call them distributors, because you join the partner program. They train you just like you want to sell a pipe at home. You need to pick a manufacturer. You become a distributor. They train you about their pipe system, the same as they train you how to implement the software. So you need to first generate volume in order to be a decent partner. That's why you have a partner program and different tiers, because they want to stimulate you. But if SaaS companies have a good partner program, usually they have partnership managers. This is another revenue stream, because technically, if you develop a lot of partners and you have a good partner program, the partners can find you customers. So you don't have to find customers themselves, but you're helping your distributors to find you customers. And the fifth channel, which I would say, which is form of inbound, is anything that we do: podcasts, channels on YouTube that you educate. So all those organic content generation, we put this as others. Maybe you go on Reddit, you engage with communities. So all those, we call it unstandardized channels that you can still generate business. If you look at the SaaS playbook, those are the main four channels that they do business. Also, those four categories generate leads or business.
If you're a SaaS founder, is there like a one that you would pick first, or you would work on all of them at the same time?
Good question. I would say everything works. It's just how good you are. Because you can pick, okay, I want to do LinkedIn because it's modern. But I would tell you, the competition is very intense. So you better pick several. I can point the ones that people go first and that's easier to develop, because, for example, SEO and AEO takes time. Paid search is what people go for quick, because people are already searching and you're getting let's say the bottom of the funnel keywords. But again, paid search costs money, because you need to pay for the clicks. Clicks are quite expensive depending on the market. $10, $20, $50, $100 clicks. So you need to have a good website. People are trying, let's build a website in Lovable. I mean, great, but if you pay $50 per click, you better have a good website to convert. Pick the one that you feel the most confident about. Even if you have one channel, but you're confident that you're going to do it right, and you're going to spend good amount of time to execute it properly, you're still going to have good results. I mean, you're not going to explode, but you're still going to be profitable. Because if you're going to focus on 3 channels because they're trendy, but you're not competitive enough, it's not going to work. And by competitive enough, keep in mind, is not just picking, setting up the strategy, having good website, because website is, especially on the inbound aspect,
It's like your business card in a way.
it's where people land.
Yeah, exactly.
I always keep saying, and also from the infrastructure perspective, if you keep cutting costs on the infrastructure, you're losing competitive edge. Because all those channels that you're going to use, the better your experience you're giving to the customers, the cheaper cost per click, the higher ad rank, and Google awards you. And if you keep cutting some form of your user experience, you're technically increasing your cost for acquiring new customer.
Sometimes you're trying with one channel, but maybe you quit too quickly.
Yes.
So do you have like a, I know it's difficult to say like time, but like how much you should explore a channel?
Very good question. It all depends on how aggressive you go on that channel. It's all mathematics and statistics.
Yeah.
So you keep spending budgets. How much you need to wait? First, how much you spend, or if you do SEO, how much content you've written, how much clicks you've gathered, how much is your cost per click. And the thing is, how many you need in order to say, okay, I've tested enough. That's why I'm saying here you need a more strategic guy that can tell you. I can give you some benchmarks, but they're not always true because again, market by market could
Exactly.
differ. Cost per click in Europe and cost per click in US is different. Also, in one niche you might have 10,000 searches per month. In another niche you might have 10 searches per month, and you just need to wait. So the only thing is you need to know is, and always ask yourself, is this data enough to take decision? Because the data is a sample. The more you wait, the bigger the sample, which means that the more accurate it will be. We in statistic we call it standard deviation.
Yeah.
If you have a small sample, this means your deviation is going to be big. The bigger the sample, this means the deviation is going to get smaller. So you need to find this sweet spot of is that you spent enough but not too much, because you already spent enough that you say, okay, this is the channel, I need to do something. Don't always give up on a channel, just evaluate what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
Because all those channels I'm saying
Are working in it,
Working.
right? Yeah.
working, you just need to find the formula of how I make this work for me. Maybe I'm not executing it right, so I need to consult with someone,
Yeah.
or just evaluate, is this, because if you give up on a channel, you're giving up on a business.
Yeah.
Because this is a potential that you just say, this is not working.
Yeah, you're giving up on a potential market.
I don't mind to give up, but just make sure you're asking several instances, or you try several times, because sometimes also for ourselves, we test, we learn, and we adapt.
Yeah.
I will not give up a channel. I'm just going to change my strategy and adapt. And in most cases, if other people are already there, either they're stupid and they spend money for nothing,
Yeah.
or they're making
And
business.
most people don't spend money for nothing in the end.
That's why I keep saying. I mean, you have 10 competitors advertising, or they're in there. Maybe
There's something in it.
there's something in it. Maybe need to find how to do it. So need to get a chop on that market. Because you cannot kick them, all of them. They'll all be there. You just need to get your piece of
the pie.
Yes.
So in 2026, how is the marketing changing?
So if you talk about inbound, which is all the paid search, organic, LinkedIn, and yada yada, the biggest shift is AI. And by AI, it's not like, AI came. It's just Google changed the search engine logic. You have AI overviews. You have people that go to ChatGPT Perplexity asking and searching for the product or the service. This means that we need to adapt to a new medium that since on the market. Also, Reddit explodes, and Reddit is part of the AI visibility service that we do. So this means that people now need to go in Reddit, not just because they want, it's just because how people discover products.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
there's always a subreddit for a market.
of course, yes. And if you take a look at the Reddit traffic, it's insane. I mean, Reddit exploded to the roof. Congratulations to those guys. They're the biggest winner of the AI trend. Aside from that, maybe it speeds a little bit the website development time with the new tools that came on the market. On the other hand, when we talk about outbound, this is also a big change there in 2026. In outbound, the biggest challenge now is because outbound 10 years ago and outbound now is people used to get a big lists and they keep spamming them with loads of emails. Now what's changed is outbound become very expensive because the lists that you get are becoming very expensive. But the biggest shift here is with the help of AI, now people start capturing signals that they can use. For example, when you start doing outbound campaign, campaigns, you can now get very specific on people that get a new job, a recently hired guy, or people that post something on LinkedIn, or somebody being on a conference. And imagine this, you can do at scale for a certain signals that are interesting for you, or people that been on a vacation. You can still capture those signals through the open internet, because you can enforce AI models to scan and find those signals, and you can incorporate them with your outbound strategy. So this is big, and what we see as a shift is, if you're not adapted to those tailor-made outbound strategy, people are not responding to your emails. So you need to get creative, or to your LinkedIn messages. So in 2026, you need to get creative. You need to use more signals, more data, and you can see a lot of SaaS companies that are using exactly that.
So is in a way you're capturing, because now you can sort of look through the internet way much information, you're capturing the person at the moment when they need your product. Is that what you're meaning?
Not just need their product. You capture a signal.
Yeah, an
A signal. A signal could be a LinkedIn post about certain topic. A signal could be you visiting a conference. A signal could be company posting a new CTO that they're searching.
Yes.
All of those are signals. It could be company-based signal or person-related signals. The thing is, with AI, you can capture much more signals.
Yeah.
And imagine you just need to get creative. What signal do I need from the decision taker or from the company, so that I can utilize, maybe they're interested in this. So you can transform it in a way that they're one step closer to use your service or your product.
Yeah.
So the thing in 2026 is, the game is, how many signals can I capture? How I am capturing them? Are they real signals or are they fake? Because this is a big topic now, not hallucination.
Yeah.
And how you utilize them in your outbound strategy.
And the creative message that you send them after.
Exactly. Yeah, you can tweak with AI, spin right, all these kind of
Personalize
things. But
it
the
more.
signals is the big part. And I see a lot of companies evolve. How do you use signals? This is the biggest thing.
And that's again where Reddit is also amazing from a signals perspective.
You can get signals there.
Yeah.
You can for example, you can find a person's Reddit account, and maybe he's commenting something in React community, and you can find, maybe he's commented, he might be interested in this. And interestingly, you can extract those comments in Reddit, and you can insert it in your outbound message. Imagine how personal it could. Hey, I found your Reddit comment here, and this guy is, he knows I've been there. And you can imagine the response rate on that kind of messages.
That's pretty cool.
But from the execution perspective, this is quite technical to execute. So that's why.
Yeah, because obviously this is data in the end, and we know data is even more valuable now with AI. So these websites and platforms are becoming way more protective of being able to capture that.
Yeah, and also the data sometimes is not correct, so you need to understand, is this the real data? So this is the change in this category.
Okay.
If we're gonna go in events, I wouldn't say it changed that much, because events are more personal. You go in there, you engage. So nothing interesting really.
Maybe
in
the
there.
preparation for an event or who will be there, you can research a person even faster.
Yeah, in that sense, yes, but I wouldn't say there is big change there.
Okay.
In the last 4 category, which is partnership, I wouldn't say there is much change also there. It's just you have a partners, you need to educate them, you need to train them. So I wouldn't say there is big change.
The really big changes are in the inbound and the outbound.
Inbound and outbound.
Especially outbound, what you share, that's actually
But inbound is also big. Inbound is also big, because companies are finding on speed, on how to generate content quicker. Because I told you about the SEO takes time. Now everybody starts producing a lot of content pieces.
In a way, you can combine the signals of what content you need to write as well, right?
In some sense, yes. You can understand, those people are interested in this, or maybe there's a
need for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
This is 2026.
This is 2026. Well, thank you for Andrey for joining and sharing his knowledge. And if you're looking for more topics like that or for different topics, please drop a comment below.